go get some breakfast. Brian, what are you gonna have?
Food.
Now you're gonna catch me trying to figure this out.
It's the fun.
Alright. This is after what? An hour and 45, almost 2 hours of climbing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that is what we gotta go do. So what, that's next, right?
Yeah.
Into the mist. The Brian goes is natural habitat. I didn't know you were such a mountain goat. You can get me in the first part. It has been fun. Whew. Whew. So what are your thoughts now that we've gotten this far? Because back there a second ago I thought I was going to die. That was a big boulder field. Alright. Almost there.
This is our lean-to for our first night in Katahdin Stream. It does.
You need some context to your video.
I know. So right now we are in Baxter State Park. We've left Katahdin Stream Campground. We're on our way to the edge of the park. And there's just been beautiful water kind of the whole way that we've been. So this is the first part where it's kind of widened out from the river.
It's really pretty, but you have to cross it like several different times.
Mm-hmm.
almost to A-Ball General Store.
Yes, maybe some ice cream. Yes. So we are getting very close to the technically entrance, but for us exit of Baxter State Park. And this is on the outskirts of Baxter State Park. We just crossed out of it.
It's our first crossing.
Yeah.
Baxter State Park.
And so we are approaching the convenience store right now. We have dropped the bug nets for some shades. You gonna look at me and show her shades? Yeah, there we go.
No,
Lauren's laughing at me as always because she thinks my voiceovers are terrible, which is why I don't like to do them.
You don't sound like yourself. You don't sound like Brian. You don't have to just be you.
And here is the convenience store. I'm gonna make her start filming so that she has to commentate because it's not very easy.
Alright, now it's Lauren who's going to be narrating. So we're going to come to the convenience store and get ourselves some delicious ice cream and maybe some Coke. Now here's Brian with his shades.
Yep, it got sunny really quick.
It got very sunny very quick. And here's me. I gotta go because I gotta get some ice cream.
100-mile wilderness, lots of mud, lots of mosquitoes.
This is called through hiking engineering.
So Lauren took her rain jacket and made a sweet little, I would call that a skirt.
Okay, it's a mosquito skirt.
It's a mosquito.
It's a mosquito.
A mosquito. So there we go. We now have a mosquito.
That kid's cute.
Little turtle.
That's a cool turtle. Little turtle.
We're now at the top of White Cat Mountain. Alright, now officially at the top of White Cat Mountain.
Woo! Oh my goodness! Wow. You videotaping this?
So Gut Hooks mentioned a rock slide before the top of Chairback, and I think we finally found it. What you got there?
My video.
This is my Krispy Kreme honey bun, and I've been looking forward to eating it for about 3 days, so I'm really excited this morning.
Alright, let's see the first bite. Everything you hoped and dreamed.
The only thing that would make it better is if I could nuke it.
Georgia girl gets her Krispy Kreme honey bun. So day 2 since leaving Monson. We did a 9-mile yesterday. Just still trying to give her knee relative rest. It's doing better. Took a couple of zeros in Monson, what's helped kind of with her rehab process. And so gonna do 9 more today. Another river crossing. I'm gonna go down where you are. Yeah, we're trying to figure out, there's a rope over here, but the rope's pretty high and it looks a lot deeper. So I think we're gonna cross this way and then try to find the trail over on that side.
Brian's turn to be filmed while he is doing a river crossing. There he is. I did, but you don't have to. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah. I don't think any part of this is all that deep. It's up to you. Will he choose the jungle? He chooses the jungle. So it's a pretty gorgeous place. There's some crazy stinging bugs on the side of the river, but it is beautiful. Here, I'll kind of give you an idea or a look at where we're at. So they got a rope fastened up over there, I guess, to help you get across a little easier, but it's just as easy just to walk. There he is. You didn't get eaten.
What?
You didn't get eaten by anything.
It feels kind of good this morning.
That was my thought.
Yay to wet feet.
Yeah, but yay to not having wet shoes.
Yes.
I think you almost are better off to just go that way.
So Maine's always filled with like these really cool boulders, steps, either steps in the mountains or boulders that you can kind of walk on. I don't know if it makes things easier or what, probably when it's wet, but
Yeah, I guess when it's flooded though.
yeah, probably when it's flooded it's really helpful. They're kind of neat though otherwise.
So we just got to our campsite for today, and so this is what we'll get to wake up to in the morning.
You can't find something this beautiful in Narnia. It doesn't exist.
So we are approaching Moxie Bald coming this morning out of our campsite. It's just kind of cool because you're like hiking on semi-ridge line and you can see the mountain. It's always kind of cool when you can see your destination.
Kennebec River that we are going to be crossing here in just a second. We had to use a ferry because the river can rise up so fast it can get too dangerous. We're leaving the Caratunk house, which we basically did a Nero, and we only did about 6 miles yesterday. But Paul, who runs it, was really, really sweet, and they made us some killer milkshakes. Brian, tell them what we had.
We had coffee vanilla milkshakes.
Coffee vanilla milkshakes.
They were very good.
They were really, really good.
It was funny because it started storming about 20 minutes after we got there, so there's about 16 or 17 hikers all sitting on the front porch.
Yep, that's true.
Trying to stay dry, drinking milkshakes.
17 hikers drinking milkshakes on the front porch. Yeah, got resupplied there, took some showers, did some laundry, and we're aiming for maybe 14-ish miles today. We'll see how it goes. Knee's doing much better. Could be best.
I'll bet that's it. I'll bet
Yeah.
those are the bigelows.
So Brian and I are about to finish. We're getting really close, we think, to finishing Little Bigelow Mountain. You hear him back there. He's coming up behind me. We gotta be getting close, but take a look at that view. So this is gonna be the first of a couple of mountains in the Bigelow section for us. If I can come around, I'll show you what we'll be climbing next. Yeah, don't look down. But I think it looks like we'll probably be climbing these guys over the next day and a half. So, pretty amazing. So Brian and I are going to be scaling. We got 2 miles, 1.5 miles up to Bigelow Avery Mountain. This is how we're going to end our night tonight. Show you what it looks like. There you go, all the way up there, all 4,000 plus feet. It's gonna be fun.
Now on the other side of Little Bigelow, went down, ate dinner at this campsite, and now we're coming back up this side. Oh, we're not there yet, but we still gotta go a little bit further.
Ooh, it's like up there.
I'm just getting you in frame with Little Bigelow.
Oh my goodness. Wow. We're very high.
We're very close to the top of Bigelow, we think.
This is Bigelow Avery. We made it to the top of Bigelow Avery, which is named in honor of Myron Avery, who did a lot to build the Appalachian Trail, so really, really cool. But take a look. I mean, it is crazy stunning. And you've got a really cool old, looks like a part of a old maybe fire tower. So, this is one of the 4,000 foot peaks. We did the Little Bigelow earlier today. So, I'm gonna catch up to Brian really quick.
It's around 7:45 this morning. That is Bigelow Avery over there. We stayed at the campsite about 38 feet last night. Got a little chilly. It's kind of cool to stay at that high elevation. We are now at the peak of West. So we got the horns today, and then we're going to try to make it into town just to resupply and then get back out.
That's pretty steep.
So today we did 8 miles into Stratton. We got picked up by a real nice former hiker. Her trail name was Bluegrass.
Yes.
She gave us a real quick hitch into there. It would have got a good meal while we were there at the plaza.
Bluegrass was she went southbound last year too, so she knows what it's like to wreck your body early on in the process.
At the restaurant, another former hiker, Gypsy Queen, bought us our dessert, which was kind of cool.
That was really cool. We ate a lot of food, so much food that I couldn't eat anymore, and almost got sick. I had too much food.
And then we went and resupplied, and then we're lucky enough to meet 2 people who did about 900 miles of the trail last year.
Yep.
And we unfortunately didn't get their trail names, but they were really nice and gave us a ride back up to the trail. So we got 2 hitches in the matter of about a minute and a half
each
of trying to get them. So
yeah,
Stratton,
it was pretty quick.
Thank you very much. It was a good experience.
Yeah, 2 hitches and some really nice person buying us dessert. It was really nice. It was really good. People were very sweet. But yeah, so that was today. But as a bigger recap, we are where, Brian?
We are 3 miles past Stratton.
Which is mile
191.
191, which means
200 tomorrow.
200 tomorrow. And yesterday we climbed the Bigelows. Those were not our first 4,000 foot peaks, but our first 4,000 foot peaks in a while.
Yeah.
They were pretty, and they've been my favorite so far.
So.
No moose yet.
No moose yet. More mountains tomorrow. But 200 miles tomorrow.
And 200 mile. Yeah, 200 mile mark. A couple 4,000 footers. And then we're going to be in Rangeley, Maine in
about 3 days.
About 3 days. Yeah, 2.5 days.
Yeah.
And we're going to hopefully stay there and get some rest. So, wait. You can't just stop the video. You got to sign out.
I didn't know we had to sign out.
And I've repaired my shoes with super glue. Doris is going to send us some new shoes.
Maine does a number on shoes.
It's destroyed my shoes, which is destroying my feet. So, got super glue on my shoes. That'll hopefully help. And, we did stay at a really cool campsite last night.
We did.
It was like 38,000 feet up. It was breezy. So we're hoping that tonight it's not so breezy. Got a little cold. But yeah, we're doing good. Knee's doing much better. Brian, how are your bits and pieces?
Everything's going good. So, onward bound tomorrow.
Yes. Alright. Wait. Alright. Brandon and Gray are out. Till next time. So I wanted to give everybody an idea of what we're climbing here in Maine. So I'm going to show you some of the trail. There you go. Up there. Somewhere. That's the trail. Pretty crazy. Sugarloaf Mountain, which will kind of like meander on the side of it rather than going all the way over it. But if you look way down there, you can see where we stopped for lunch. That river right there. Probably, what, an hour ago? Probably now. So, we've come a little ways since then. How would you rate that climb?
From a scale of?
1 to 10.
Parts of it were pretty close to a 10.
Parts of it were close to a 10, some parts not.
Pulls off and actually climb hand over hand. That was fun.
Guess what that means? 200 miles. 200 miles in, which means we have about 83 left to do in Maine. Brian, how do you feel?
Feel good.
Do you feel accomplished?
Not yet, but we're working on it. The other cool thing is this plaque right here, which is where the original trail was met from north to south and completed at. So it's kind of cool that it falls right at the 200 mark for us. So today we did the Cocker Mountain, did a couple of really high ledges / near mountains, and we did Lone Mountain, and most importantly we crossed 200 miles.
You did cross 200 miles.
Something we packed out from town.
In celebration.
So 13 miles tomorrow, and hopefully a Nero and a Rangeley. So we're getting close to the top of the Saddleback Horn, and then right there in frame, kind of right in front of me, you can see a little bit of like a peak at the top.
Is that it?
Nope.
That? Am I pointing at it?
Yeah, a little more to the left of Lauren's pole there.
There.
That is Little Saddleback, where we just were.
Saddleback Junior.
Saddleback Junior. Came down that valley. Now we're getting close to the top of the Horn, we think, which is over 4,000 miles.
I don't know what you said. I just tripped. That's a common thing for me. Okay, we're over the Horns, and now we're gonna go up that trail to, that's Saddleback.
That is, I think, like Saddleback.
That's Saddleback, I think.
I think so. I think that's one.
Yeah, I think that one's just simply Saddleback.
So we are starting our ascent up to the, what I believe, the last of the Saddlebacks. I think for today.
Is it?
I think it's the last of the Saddlebacks today. That was the Horn.
We have one more after, maybe. I don't know. This could be it.
So we're up here, still above the tree line. We're gonna head up. That thing.
That was the last mountain.
I think so, yeah.
Saddleback Mountain.
There it is. Currently at Long Pond, we're about 10 miles past Rangeley, We just came across the beach, so we stopped at and to look at the lake. Used to be a picnic table here for people to use, but it looks like it is no longer usable. Slash
Beechwood.
Yeah.
Also, who lives out there?
Yeah, there's one solo isolated house that gets this entire lake. We have made it to Eastby Road, all the way from Rangeley. So we were waiting for our shuttle. We'll be doing a 0 in Andover.
Wow.
Currently climbing the Wildwood Mountains. Stayed in Andover. The Human Hiker Hostel took a 0 yesterday. So these are like our last big mountain range. Kind of see where we came from until we get to Mohsix.
Hard to hear me because the wind's so crazy, but we're not too far from the Maine New Hampshire border. We're really close. We got a couple of vaults to climb today. This has been one of them. I forget the name of this one, but it's been formidable. I'll give you a look here in just a second. When I turn around, you can just see how steep it is.
So we started up here on top of that, which was one peak of the bald plate, and then you descend down here through this valley and up over the other side. So we have made it to the West Peak. What were your thoughts on the West Peak versus the other peak?
West Peak was a little easier. I actually went by the sign and didn't know we had summited West Peak. So goes to show that even though the differences in mountains are only 200 feet, the experience is very, very different.
Yeah, the name of this highway? I can't remember.
I don't, but that's not what's important.
Okay.
Here's what's important.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're doing the Mohsix Notch.
We are.
That's what's important.
And then I think we'll be really close to New Hampshire right after that, depending on how long it takes us.
Today's the day. The day that we climb through the Notch. And the day we go into New Hampshire. We hope.
So we are officially in the Notch.
Just video record this.
Yep.
You know what?
So that is where we came from. And we were trying to find the path, and then we happened to find this arrow in this crevice.
We have to go down this cave. It's really little.
I love how she's concerned when she weighs a $120. My big butt's gonna have to put through this too.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
I don't know why you did it that way, but this is pretty funny.
I can't really see what I'm doing. And also, you do have to take this off, because I don't know how else you're going to get in here. Alright. Okay. Oh God, no. Ugh. Do you have that camera?
Yep.
They don't really want us to go down there, do they?
Looks like it.
So there's a little arrow down here, and it wants us to go through that. Now, if you don't already know what the notch is, it is a mile of boulders known as either the hardest or the most fun mile on the entire Appalachian Trail. We'll let you know what we think about it when we're all finished. Oh. It's like being born.
All right, that's the next part. Just to give you an idea how cold some of these cave systems are, I don't know if you can see right about there. There's actually like condensation coming off into the air as it evaporates because it's so much colder in the caves versus outside.
That's pretty.
So
where I was talking about this, like how cold it was in some of those areas, you can see the snow right here and the notch.
it's August 2nd, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It's August 2nd.
It's about 82 degrees out here.
So it's pretty amazing that it's able to do that. There's a hole below me. Oh my God. A deep hole.
There's a whole baloney.
Stop it. It's not
I'm kind of hungry.
It's scary. Oh, God, that is nerve-wracking. There's a hole below me. Smart ass.
So we just finished the Mahoosic Notch. So Lauren, hardest or most fun mile of the trail?
More fun than, like, it was hard, but it wasn't hard awful. It was hard fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it.
I had a lot of fun. So we did it in 2 hours. People say it takes 1 to 4 hours to complete. 1 being if you're really booking it. So we did it in 2. That's not bad.
Yeah. So we are currently climbing up the Goose Eyes. Didn't quite make it to New Hampshire yesterday, but we're pretty close today. So that'll be the goal.
The campsite that we found last night was too good to pass up.
Yep.
It was too good, and we were too tired. And we made the fatal mistake. We sat down.
So that is a ladder that you descend down from one of the Goose Eye peaks down pretty much a sheer cliff. And they have ladders and rebar built in. So if I zoom out, you can see the depth in which that goes at. So we can see the sign around the corner. And as you can guess by Lauren's happy dance,
Yay! New Hampshire, baby!
we made it.
Right here!
Only 1908 plus the approach trail left.
Only
Oh.
1908. Listen. It's taken us let's see, we started at 6:30. It's almost 10:30, so it's taken us almost 4 hours to go 5.5 miles.
Yeah, 4.5, yes, more than that.
5.5-ish miles.
Yep.
So, let me just say that you have to fight for every mile from
Up here.
Katahdin to here if you're going southbound.
Yep.
So, we'll go faster. I'm not worried about this number. That's going to go down much faster, but this is awesome.